This is your third 3D modeling assignment. This is a plastic injection molded housing consisting of quite a few features and a threaded simple hole in the center. The dimensions for this part are shown in the 3D technical drawing here. They're displayed in third angle projection to help you visualize and understand each feature's geometry. During the lecture, I will demonstrate a method and selection of tools to model this part. So at this point, it is recommended to pause the lecture here and attempt modeling this part yourself. And then once completed, you can continue watching the video to see one modeling method as I will demonstrate. Okay, welcome back. I hope you got along well with that part. And so from this point in, I will demonstrate how I would typically model this part. So let's hit C on the keyboard, start a new sketch. We're going to do this on the XY plane. Start with the rectangle tool, press R on the keyboard, start at the origin. We're going to come across 160. We're going to come across 160 on the height as well. So that's the footprint there. Let's go ahead and finish that sketch then. Hit E on the keyboard. We're going to extrude that one profile there. And that's the height of 40 mil. Press enter. And we can see this is then shelled out. So an option here is for us to shell out this box and then add in the remaining features. So the housing wall thickness is 4 mil. So let's go under modify, set the shell tool. We're going to select this face here. We want to remove it. And in terms of the wall thickness, but then we go for 4 mil. It's okay. There we've got our shelled box. It's looking good. Let's now go ahead and start adding some features to this. So I'm going to hit C on the keyboard, create sketch. We could do this either on this face here. In this case, I'm going to choose this face. Either one will do. Let's start off with the corner feature here. So we've got a hole there with a diameter 10. That's got a wall around it. That's got a radius of 20 mil. And then that leans into 4 mil radii edges, which goes into the thickness of the wall. Let's hit C on the keyboard, put in the circle, give that a diameter of 10. I dimension that, in this case from the origin, 14 mil. And again, we're going to dimension that. On the horizontal, again 14 mil, select 14. Well, I've just clicked that dimension there, so it's referencing D7. I've got that link in there. From here, we've got an arc with a 20 mil radius. I'm going to draw that in as a circle. We can delete any part of that circle we don't need. So put in a diameter there of 40. That's looking good, and that's one profile here for us to extrude. And then in terms of the radii, which are around these edges here and here, we can add those in later. Let's move to the center then. Hit C on the keyboard. Let's go for a circle. We've got a 30 mil diameter circle there. We've got a hole in the center. I'm going to do this a different way. Instead of using the hole tool, I'm just going to add in a hole by means of using extrusion and then add a thread to that later. But if you want to go for a point, you can do it, no problem. Up at 18 mil there. Let's dimension this from the outer wall. That's a dimension at 80. And then dimension this from the top horizontal at also 80. So that's centered. Everything's in black. Everything should be fully constrained. We've got our red padlock there. That's looking good. Let's come over to this feature up here. So there's a wall that protrudes out with 2 holes in. Let's go on the line tool, start at the edge here, come across, down, join that back, put in some dimensions. The thickness here we've got, actually we'll reference that dimension from this line to this outer edge, 34 mil. We've got a height of that of 15 mil. And then from this line here to the outer horizontal edge, we've got 20 mil. Just need to input the circles, so that the circle tool, add in the 2 circles there, and make sure they're constrained horizontally. 1, 2, that's good. And I want to make sure there's a horizontal constraint with the midpoint of this line and the center point of these 2 circles. I've selected this center point here, hold down Shift on the keyboard, and then we'll select the midpoint of this line here. You'll see they will move accordingly. We just need to dimension those. So this circle here from this outer wall, as per the drawing, 12 mil. And then this one is 27. Let's put in a diameter, hit D on the keyboard. Put in the diameter, one of these circles is 6 mil. Then I'm going to put a equal constraint. I'm going to select this circle and this one here. Now they're both locked equally, so both 6 mil, both are constrained fully as I dimensioned. And that feature there we can leave as is. We've got our profile to extrude there. I'm drawing on the top plane. As we can see, we've got our 1 profile, 2 profile, and 3 profiles ready to extrude down to this face here. And so the last feature to add is the slightly complex one down in this corner. Let me go ahead and use the line tool and roughly draw in this geometry. I'm across, down, cross, and down. And then trim this up. This line here, going to reference from the outer edge there. So that's 34 mil. And dimension the height of this one, 15 mil. Height of this one, as per the drawing, 38 mil. And you're going to distance from this line here to the outer edge. That is 50 mil. Okay, all black color, looking good. Let's go ahead now and we've got a hole here. So press C on the keyboard, bring that out, diameter 6. We can dimension that from the outer wall, 19 mil. And then we're going to dimension here to this wall here. That is 8 mil. Okay, that's fully constrained now. Then last, going to hit R on the keyboard, and I got to draw in a 2-point rectangle like so. Dimension that. Width, we've got 30, and height, we've got 20. And in terms of positioning, we've got this line here to the outer edge, which is 10 mil. And then one more dimension from down here, which is 12 mil. Looking good. Okay, so all of the radii, so all the fillets, I'll be adding them after we do our extrusion here. So we're going to make sure that's fully constrained. Yeah, got the red padlock. That's looking good. Finish the sketch there. Jump into solid, hit E on the keyboard, and select the profiles to extrude. So we're going to choose this one, this one, this one, and this one. In terms of direction, we don't want them going up. We want them going down. But in this case, I'm actually going to choose the extent type to be to object, and then my object to select. I want to choose this object here, or rather this face. Click once, then we can see all the extrusions will go down to that face. We can do join or a new body. In this case, I want to do join. It's all plastic molded as one part. That's okay. A few more features to add here. Let's go ahead now. This thread. Let's come under create. Come under the thread command. We're going to select this face here. And in our toolbox, it's already recognized the diameter there at 18 mil. Press that OK. Happy with that. And then we just need to add the fillets. Let's go on modify, choose the fillet tool. I'm going to select this face. So all of these edges in contact with this face will be filleted by, in this case, 4 mil. There are also a few more. So this one here, just speed up the video and go through these. Okay, I think that's just about everything. We'll click OK then, see how that looks. That is looking good, and that is the completed part. I hope everything made sense there, and if you were able to do this yourself, a big well done. And good job for recognizing to use the shell command here. It's a nice shortcut. Any questions, again, please send them to me. I'll reply as soon as I can. And aside from that, I will see you in